Hello everybody and welcome back to the modern age where I am feeling pretty excited about my choice because today we're going to do something we've never done on this channel before. We're going to play Buganda. Now, why haven't we played Buganda before? Well, reading through their abilities and having a look at the Civipedia on the Civ website, I just have never been inspired by the abilities of Buganda. They just haven't grabbed me. It doesn't seem like a very good Civ. A unique improvement all around lakes, which can be quite difficult to have, and a pillaging bonus that gives you culture. There are some fun abilities as well added in, but really I've looked at this Civ and for the modern age I've sort of gone, and thus have never picked them. However, some things have now changed. Firstly, an exploration Civ that had exactly the same problem for me, which was Songhai. Well, they turned out to be really fun and very powerful. Secondly, we have another Civ now that has a pillaging bonus in Bulgaria. That is production and food based, but it kind of leads to the same thing. Maybe this ability is better than I thought it was. Maybe this could be a lot of fun. So we're going to give it a good shot. We're going to pick up mementos as well. I plan on getting 12 points. In order to get 12 points, I need settlement limits so that I can do some conquering. So we're going to leave in Corona Civica. That will give us another 3 settlement limit added to the 2 we had in exploration. That's +5. Excellent. 2 culture per age for every trade route is good, but it's not game changing. We need something that's going to help us to go through. I think culturally, we're going to be fine. You make the explorers, you send out the explorers, everything's tasty. Economic, we don't really need too much of a help with as well. It's all about military and science accumulation. Those are the 2 things that I think are going to be hardest to find. I think we're going to keep it relatively simple. I could either take the scientific attribute point, adding to the other attribute points and making sure we get some fun things, or we can give ourselves a little bit of army power to help us to pillage. It wouldn't really give us much science, but I'm thinking extra movement strength could be really quite good, or combat strength against fortified districts. That is always handy. Actually, no, I know what I'm going to do. 2-3 war support on all wars declared against me, because the AI has really been declaring against me all game. I'm going to let them declare on me, and that will give me 2 war support. Okay, that works well. I could get something that was going to give me science, but nah. Anyway, all the save files are in Discord, as well as a list of all the mods I use. Go there, be happy, friends. But we're going to jump straight into playing Buganda. Again, I've never played this Civ because they've always felt a little bit underwhelming and uninspiring. Will this game change my mind? Probably. Let's find out. Let us tickle our interest by having a look at the legacies. And there was a little bit of a snippet I read in one of the comments from the antiquity video, and that was this one: gain an inventory unit and a ranged unit in all of your distant land settlements. Now, I have read that this is currently bugged, and by bugged, it is instead of all of your distant land settlements, it's all of them. Now, what would that actually mean? Well, it would mean instead of getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of units, we would in fact get 17. Now, that would be an overwhelmingly large amount of extra units, and I, for one, would be kind of keen. So we're going to test it out and see whether this actually is true. It may not be true, but it might be. Treasure Fleet Golden Age, Enlightenment Golden Age. I mean, the Enlightenment Golden Age is also quite tempting because we do have some universities. Specifically, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 universities with some pretty decent adjacencies and specialists. So actually, that would kick my science up a huge amount. But no, we're testing this. We're going to test it and see what happens. All right, I don't want to hear it. We're doing it. Lyceums apparently is still bugged and broken. I don't know if this is true, but enough people have said it that it's not working, but I'm just not going to pick it. We're going to lose a science point, but meh, what are you going to do? 2 gold per 10 for each unique resource. Actually, we're going to go early industrialization and then the economic point there. That'll help me to pick up a little bit of a science that I would be missing out on otherwise. Culture and diplomacy. Which one is needed more? Culture would give me a decent card towards getting more wonder-based culture, but we could also go for diplomatic to get some happiness, or these yields. I think these yields are the one we want to go for. So diplomatic is still quite good. I think we'll take 2 diplomatic and 1 culture. 1, 2. Actually, we could go for deep roots as well. It's a decent early bonus. It's actually better, I think. Let's go. No, it's 2 points. If it was 1 point, I'd be tempted to go for it, but it's 2. It's too expensive. I can never justify it. Right, now expansion and military. We do have a wild card here, so I can get 2. Expansionist would let us take the extra specialized yields. This is a huge improvement. Military would also give us the settlement limit. Yeah, we're going to get both. 1 of each. Bomb. It just makes sense to me. So yeah, losing a science, but never mind. Again, if Lyceum's was just 1 point, it would be so much better, but no. And do I want to change my capital? Wolfman, Mr. Fancy Sweatpants. That's my old capital. This has never been my capital. It could be my capital. Yeah, all right, we'll change it. This is actually a massively cool city. So Wolfman, confirm legacy, and don't change your name. It's important we don't change the name. So without any boosts, my yields are fairly competitive. Spain is still clearly out front. Shungshak's doing very well as well, but we can push this now. Push it real good. I'm going to get the repeatable extra culture percentage on the culture point. The diplomatic's going to go for city-states, and then extra happiness. Economic, we'll go for the repeatable as well. It's just really quite handy. Then yields in towns. When specialized, you know what I'm going to be doing. We're going to be doing hub towns. Of course we are. Settlement limit. Then with the scientific points, that's good. And this is good as well. So extra happiness and bam. Huge chunk of extra science there. And as you can see, now our yields are not only competitive, they're actually fairly game leading, which is awesome. Population to assign. It's worth having a look, just seeing if any resources have either popped up or disappeared. Sometimes they do. Sometimes it's worth just picking some new stuff up. Wow, some of these tiles are just absolutely insane. Why are you not in my... Oh, there must have been a city-state here. Hang on. Brickyard there. Expand the borders. Get the citrus. Yeah, that's weird that one wasn't in my borders. But again, this is what I mean. Sometimes things just get moved around. It's worth checking at all points. Just moving some population around here. I've just built over 2 improvements in Sorted Dutch because, again, 2 more resources, including furs and fish. We need the factory resources. Okay, next step, bring back the cities. So Mr. Fancy Sweatpants is just too powerful. We must upgrade. Gaia's Faithful. Now, you're a funny old citadel. Very funny old settlement. You actually do have more space, and I think one of the resources has actually disappeared now, so we've got more space to even build here. I think this is gonna remain a city, but we need some more gold for that one, and Shishtim was the other one. Let's bring that. 4 cities up already, and then we'll save up the Gaia's Faithful. In the meantime, anything on this first continent. Hub towns, they get way more yields, get a huge percentage increase, and as you can see, the influence now starts to rise up. If we're going to be at war with everyone, which inevitably is going to happen, it would be good if we also had the influence to make sure that nobody can actually get war support on me. We've got Gate of All Nations, we've got our point in the domination tree, so this should all be fine. It doesn't hurt to be careful. Okay, look at that, 340 influence. Now, we still have some other settlements on the other continent. Shishton could get some food if we started focusing in here. We could go for factory towns. Everyone's got space for factories. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Then that would help our economic game later. Yeah, let's get some factory towns in the places that allow for it. Not all of them will allow for it. This is a fishing town. That'll do. Now Shishton has 262 food. All right. How's my capital doing on food? It is 360. Excellente. So we're going to remove the resources as per usual. I miss that fish aren't factory resources anymore. I just want to say that. I do miss that bit. Yeah, factory resources we haven't got a lot of. We haven't got a lot at all. We're just full of wine. Anyone unhappy? Yeah, there's a lot of unhappiness going on here. Horses and actually llamas are way better for happiness. Look at that. Everyone prefers llamas over horses. Kind of checks out, doesn't it? Now with the ivory, we've pretty much made everyone happy now. Like, this is a little bit better. Wine, whales, instead of allocating these, I'm going to keep them unassigned so they give happiness globally. Now, as you can see, every city has a melee and a range trait. So it does work. It is still bugged. It's not every foreign city. It's every city, which is, it's both really good and it's terrifying because I'm now going to have to go and just tell every single one in the game to just chill out for a second. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I pick that option? I don't know. I'm going to actually steal technology right from the get-go. Let's get that on so that we can push through the tree and then unlock merchants. Merchants are going to be exciting, but here's the big but. Here's the terrifyingly large and massive but. Everyone's going to be at war with me, so I'm not going to be able to trade. So, academics. Let's double up with our universities. Social question is really good. I like specialist yields, but we're going to open with natural history so that we can get the explorers out as per usual. And then what wow, we've not got anything here. Timbuktu, riches. I mean, I built over all my navigable rivers. I guess we can still build gold buildings. All right, that'll do. Some areas of the map are going to be easier to conquer than others. Right now, Utica, Leptis, these are horrendous mountain defended, multiple district walled cities. I don't want to go anywhere near those. Carthage as well, but islands. Islands are the key. Little Axe. Penfectim Teco. Not how you say that, but that's easy conquering. There's easy conquerings over here. So these are kind of the areas we want to be focused on. And it's also, we need to have a look at the tree. Our abilities, by the way, the tree and our abilities. Gain culture when pillaging buildings or improvements equal to the yield or healing gained. Land military units gain the amphibious ability. Amphibiousness is high. We have an infantry unit which heals when pillaging, which will be very difficult to kill. And then a commander which gets extra pillaging yield if it's in range. So they play very much like Bulgaria. However, you don't have the same production and food. Instead, culture and food on lakes and navigable rivers. I don't know why that's so high. That's very high. That's weird. Movement from parked units. Yields and healing from pillaging buildings. That's good. Pillaging gives experience on commanders, is very fun. The rest of it's kind of not very good. It's all about pillaging. All really about pillaging, which makes me think. Mausoleum of Theodoric. Where are you? Where did you get built? If I can steal this wonder. There it is. I can steal this in the city of Bach. That would be 100% yields from pillaging. Okay, I think this is the priority. So Poppy dude, you're going to assemble an army, and that army is going to head down the navigable river. In fact, there's 2 navigable rivers, and we're going to assault this city. It's going to be messy and horrendous, but it's very important we do that. Essentially, what is going to happen is we're going to move all of our units out, apart from some of our ranged units. They're going to stay behind, but everyone else into the sea. This will take some time. All right, it took a lot of movement, but you know, we did it. We moved everyone. Yeah, that's the first target. And Spain. You are not an easy capture, but if I can grab that wonder, the pillaging is going to be outrageous. And I'm going to love it. Now, as a reminder on my legacy paths, Railroad Tycoon is all about science. Science is obviously all about science. Military is all about culture, and culture is all about culture. So it's just science and culture is what we need. There is a bit of conquering going on. However, I think authoritarianism is what I'm going to pick for the +3 combat strength. It makes a huge difference against deity AI. My yields are pretty good. I don't need to worry about anything else. I would rather just make sure that we had the good stuff. City-states. Okay, they will spawn all over the place in really random places because all of these spawn locations have sort of been taken now. How many military ones are there? They don't appear to... Okay, Bucharest is there. That's 1. I needed 2. I needed 2 military city-states. That's not ideal. We're going to have to keep exploring and see if we find more. Reason being is each military city-state has an ability to buff the strength of units, and you need 2 to get both of them. But no matter, we can befriend 1 pretty much every turn, and we'll just start with the science and go from there. Oh, I miss playing Siam. Every game I'm not Siam, I miss playing Siam. Celebration. We're going to go for combat strength. It doesn't really matter at this point, and the government's pretty useless, but it won't be soon. Not soon. No. Soon it will be glorious. You know what? I'm going to avoid upgrading the city for now because currently the 30 influence is more important. We are scooping up city-states left, right, and center. We've already done 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go up to 5. And this is all I'm doing. Just city-states over and over and over and over. It's the play. It's the Ursa play. You know it's how I play. I just can't resist myself. We're also using the navigable rivers to get into this inner land. My troops, we're going to find very stiff Spanish opposition, but look at my army size. We can afford to be a bit bold here. We can afford to throw in, see what happens. You would have thought, Ursa, does it not make more sense to wait until you have rail stations to move this amount of troops around? And to that I would say, yes, it would have been way better to wait. But here we are, not waiting. Oh, it should be pointed out that my specialists lost a science and a culture when I went for my 4th city. I know that. It's still worth it. I don't think it was worth waiting at all. Natural history is complete. And as you can see, our policies have not improved. Never mind. 4 happiness, I guess, is better than nothing. We will now work on social question because those cards are actually decent, but it's now about getting some explorers. We currently have 4 continents. None of them have been revealed. Let's start on green. So how much is my first explorer? 1,000. The next one is 2,000. They are so much more expensive these days. I guess that's a good thing. Doesn't mean it's not absolutely painful though. Ooh, Oh, that's a big old flood. How much damage? 700 gold's worth of damage. Ouch. All right, well, we're not getting that explorer anytime soon. So first of all, we research where on the green continent the artifacts are by pressing this button on top of, I think it's any museum or university. Yeah, that's it. And then go bam, and we have revealed 2 on the green continent, and they're both on my own land. Now we need to move quickly, because as soon as we reveal them, they are also revealed for the AI, which I think is random. It's like, I don't want to tell people about what I've done, but no, apparently we have to. We can end our turn, by the way, in navigable rivers. We move so quickly. That is quite entertaining. Academics. Oh, no, it's university. Right, I know this is one of the best wonders in the game, but I refuse to build it. If you don't know why I don't build it, then you haven't watched this channel long enough. But just know that there is a good reason why you probably should be building it. And there is also a very equally good reason why I refuse. All right, just note that it is a deliberate choice of mine. All right, I'm not just neglecting it. Well, I guess I am neglecting it, but you know, for a reason. Oh, I tell you what, the pathway really struggles with these rivers and stuff. I'm having to like move my units tile by tile. It's excruciatingly painful here. Pathing does struggle when it comes to like anything to do with rivers. I think it was Egypt that gave me the ability to move and not have rivers end my movement. Now that would be something that if I could take that and run with it for the rest of the game, that would be very, very handy. Alas, not an option. Never mind. Specialists are now loading up, which is great to see. We're just working on all of the tiles that are going to be working well with science, because I think science is the big problem for me. Second explorer. Okay, I think packs of 2 are the best here, because we can sort of discover a continent and then swoop onto it nice and quick. Oh, more units. I didn't have enough units, so this is great, he says with no small amount of sarcasm. So I've now dropped influence into every friendly quote-unquote city-state. So now we're going to start working on the unfriendly ones. And instead, I'm saving up a bit more influence, and we're going to go befriend and then support in order to just rush those through a little quicker. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. All day, I say. I can't be waiting all day. The size of his army. This is ridiculously unwieldy. Commanders will help this, they said. Oh, devs, you failed to anticipate just how big an Ursa army is. This is excessive. This is 3,600 combat strength worth of army. The devs should learn not to underestimate just how ridiculously OTT my strategies can get. I don't play with a couple of units. No. We play with endlessly ridiculous amounts of units. Now, my cities are going to get a little bit unhappy, but the specialist yields are really quite good there. Bam. Now, actually, how bad are the cities? You know what? Actually, Mr. Fancy Sweatpants is the only one in negative. That's okay. Still struggling. But you built something that helped a bit. So that's good. And I might just, you know, start to make this even worse. Actually, no. Happiness. Look. Yay. That actually helps with the rest of the yields. Although, it's done that thing again where it's like, you thought you were going to get lows, did you? No. It gives you the yields of that card. There you go. That's a bit better. Modernization. Living standards is very handy, as is political theory. That basically solves all of your happiness problems. And then we'll pick an ideology. Once we have an ideology, it's wartime. Why am I waiting until ideology? We get 1 point for every conquering we do, and I need 20. So I can't be bothered to take 20 settlements. Instead, once I've picked an ideology, I get 2 points. It means I've got to conquer 10. Now, if they have an ideology, it means I've only got to conquer 7, but I can't guarantee Spain will do that timely. They probably will, given their ridiculous amounts of culture and science. I think they will power through the tree quick enough to do that, but I can't just wait on them. You know, I have to do my own thing. We have to commit to our own strategies here. City-states are now beginning to flood us with yields as they all start to be befriended. First inflection point we're going to hit is mass production to unlock those factories as soon as we can. I could go electricity for the laboratories, which would help the science, but it's not going to matter because the city-states are going to give me all the techs. Actually, saying that, yeah, we need to make sure we got the masteries here so that the techs that we get given aren't ridiculously pointless. I might actually start picking up some wonders here as well, you know. Dr. Bobby is still the city with the production. Tomb of Askia, I mean, it should have meant that we had way more here. Military Academy would help that. Okay, yeah, you know what? Dr. Bobby, we're going to still work on you continually. Now, this gives me food on all lake tiles. Because there are lake tiles in this city. Yeah, okay. Start building it. I'm going to start building some wonders. I always say this. We normally don't do this, but today we will. Second celebration. No combat was done in that last one, but that's fine. 15% production towards wonder construction again. Dogo? Yeah, we can build Dogo. Let's do it. Yep, I've actually sailed my giga fleets around this city, which is really good. And I'm going to start to denounce. Make sure we are ready. I'd quite like it if she declared war on me, but I think I'm happy to take the combat strength from my memento on everybody else. Spain will just have to, you know, sit there and take a time. Why is that flooded again? I don't think anything broke this time. Oh, it did. A museum. 400 gold. My lord, that's expensive. Blimey. Let's make myself feel better by building a 17 production military academy. Oh, yeah. There we go. There's so many 17 production military academies that I've got going on here. This is amazing. You'd love to see this. Modernization done. Political theory now. We are so close from being able to pick an ideology. Let's take out Ursa. It's fun, but living standards is better. Gives me the little bit of happiness I need. You can see our army is kind of just like skulking on the borders now. Again, we're being antagonistic. We want Isabella to declare on us. We want Mexico to make the first move. If they do, they'll regret it, and we won't. +1 artifact. Okay, no one else has unlocked any of the other continents. So next up, we're going to move on to the orange continent and have a look at this one. There's steam engine. Again, masteries. Oh, we might have timed this pretty badly, you know? It's either through technology. All right, we're going to get the mastery from this. I don't want to wait 3 turns of sort of just randomly ending it. But what we're going to do is now we want to get industrialization and mass production. So I'm going to start working on electricity. That leaves these more likely to get picked because I haven't used any of my science to actually finish them. More science for narrative choices. Another city-state bonus. And this is what I mean. We needed to get both. 2 military city-states. Never mind. Which is more important? Ranged and siege or infantry, cavalry, and naval? I mean, that's clearly more important right now. But I do want artillery master eventually. Combustion done. As soon as we earn some land, we can now upgrade land ships, dreadnoughts, and things. Gee, city-states will provide that purpose for me as well. Espionage status update. Oh, we did it. Oh, I didn't steal much. Oh, but double success. Yes. Okay, that's good. What do I want this one to do? I think Monfon. Extra culture. That gives me combustion boost. We're going to get a lot of masteries now, but that's fine. We'll just work on that for now. All my troops, they're just standing here menacingly. This is wonderful. I mean, this is such a ridiculously large and ineffective army. My fleets are over here as well. Ooh, what's this? Machiavelli has declared war on Hamiko. Chaos. I like it when chaos happens around me. Oh, orange has now been discovered. Where there's only 1 artifact on that continent. Where is it? Or at least one that I know of. Wish there was a button that just took you straight to it. There is not. There. Right, off you go. Now this one, now that you've got the artifact, I guess the next place to go is the purple continent. Scholarly network. Let's get this one now. Extra science. And there's industrialization, which means we can now start getting rail stations. Speaking of, how much coal did we get? Very little coal. All right. It's going to be quite a tricky rail station build, this one, but we'll be able to do it. I'll focus more gold into it once we actually unlock the factories. Now, democracy is all about happiness and culture. Fascism is about production and gold. Communism, food and science. And it's science is the problem. Science is what I will really need in order to get rocketry. So I think today I'm going to go communism. It would actually help me with the completing projects as well. Normally I would go fascism for the production, but production I don't need that much of this game. My actual yields are the problem. So let's open up with communism. And then I think next turn, war. War will be declared next turn. And we're just going to swoop straight in on back. As soon as I can pick up this settlement with mausoleum, then we're going to be laughing. How many people are we going to declare war on? And when we do that, Machiavelli. Only Machiavelli. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Free speech. Communist free speech. Yes, of course. It just makes sense. We don't think about it too hard. Instead, we just build Hermitage. Okay, I might also just take the time to unload my fleet. Just like so. Make sure our navy is ready to go. Yeah, it's a big navy. The navy is the best bit. That should really, really help with Bach. Look, it's Buganda's Wonder, which I built because I wanted the experience. Huzzah! Now all of the lake tiles in my empire are really, really good. I like the fact that this Wonder is effectively a very, very large straw-hutted building. I like the differences in the massive castle next to it. Red Fort makes Wolfman pretty much impossible to conquer as well. I mean, I do. The thing is, as much as people people like to say that Civ 7 is either really good or really bad. You gotta admit, the graphics are just stunningly pretty. It's a gorgeous game. It really is. All right, there's electricity. Done. I'm gonna start working on mass production. Make sure we get that one, and then urbanization. The 2 masteries will get plonked on. We've joined communism, which means we now have 2 more spaces. Let's quickly pick up the extra movement because I think that will be important in the war. And overbuilding, but we'll replace those pretty soon. Time to declare war. They have a point. We have a point. We have the gate of all nations. We declare the formal war. We only make martyrs. It's true, but unfortunately, the martyrs are all on your side, and this war support is just going to make things even harder for you. So we're on +4. You can probably push that up to about +8, +9. They have deity, authoritarianism. They actually went authoritarianism as well. That's fine. They've got a bit of rubber, but otherwise the defenses are not crazy. We've got options here. This is fine. I would like to get out of this river ideally as soon as possible. So we'll just use our general here before floating down the sea, or this river, I should say. Let's just move you to that. Make the landing. Don't forget, all of our units have amphibious, so this doesn't bother us at all. And then unload. Yes, yes. Everyone move. Everyone attack. I like this wonder. I wish it gave percentages rather than actual just +5, but every city-state I'm suzerain of, that's a lot when you play like I do. I enjoy this a lot. Wow, the yields. Look at them. 79 on a tile. Not talking Confucius levels of yields, but that's still pretty good. Here comes the Giga Navy. So I am going to go and take over these island settlements, but only when we've taken this city. Captain JB will lead the charge. What we shall be doing is 1 by 1 sending these ships in. What's the range here? The range is really good. Okay, this is really cool. And we'll be blowing up the walls 1 by 1. Actually, you know what? Morax can probably start attacking the capital whilst we do that. And this unnamed fleet, we've got a lot of unnamed fleet commanders and a lot of unnamed army commanders here. That's fine. Dangeresque. Congratulations. You exist now. Well done. You just swoop in. You're going to just piggyback off a lot of this experience. Hit the walls. Okay. Reporting in. Damage is good. Damage is very good. Yeah, this won't take long. So we'll start attacking that. Then the city center itself will start to take some damage. As you can see, we've cleared this out very quickly. The Giga Navy won't be stopped. Now Machiavelli will probably join in. Oh, Tecumseh's joined in as well. And right, this is my memento. The memento kicks in and has given me 2 war support on both of these wars, which means that they just hemorrhage their own happiness doing this. We will drive you back to the sea, to the caves. Sure, I have a little bit more for the road. And you as well, a little bit more. Excellent. +6, +5, +4. You can try and hold on for as long as you wish. It won't work. Oh no, my unit took some damage. And yep, now it just heals and gets all of the culture as well. In fact, let's try and take this settlement first. Attack. Bam. Aha. Is that a promotion for Dangeresque? It is. I like the +1 range. It's too good an ability, so we're just going to stick with that for now. Make that attack, and then 3 cats. I need you joining in with this assault, please. As the Ursa lands, claiming that first tile, taking no damage when you did so. Nice. Now we pillage this tile, which captures the district. And then shoot this one, and make a little amphibious attack here. Amphibious attack there. Oh yes, look at this. It's brutal. Normally these rivers would be just awful to fight through, but yeah, nope, they're not causing me any problems. Some of these choices are getting quite good now. Look at this. 200 extra gold per turn. I will take that. Ah, Battersea. In case I needed more stuff, that works beautifully. What did I mention? Trade routes. We're going to start making some trade routes now. Himiko, I would like you to be my friend. I would like you to get bound into friendship here. Unable to ever escape. Eternally compliant to the Ursa cause. That's what we're hoping for. There's fighting going on everywhere. It's difficult to keep track of it all. The army's so big, we don't know what's going on. We're basically looking to see if anyone appears out of the shadows and attacks any of my decent cities elsewhere. We have a lot of open fronts now. We should be fine. There's Dogo, by the way. Ah, I miss the days when Dogo was broken. They were fun days. They were the best of days. We didn't know how good we had them. I would like to do some pillaging, but I'm going to just take back quickly because now we have the mausoleum. Now our pillaging is twice as effective. So that's really good. We wanted to rush this one. Ekbar, can you put down the revolts here? There's a lot going on. There's a lot of fire. Please put out the fires. Ooh, a military point. Nice. Commanders gain an extra level. Let's take that. We've got a lot of commanders. In fact, now we have assault and +1 range on merit. This means we have extra range for pillaging now, which is very, very important. So pillaging must begin. I'm going to move 3 cats into range here. It's only the land units that get the benefit, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. How much does this do? How much is that pillage? It doesn't show you. No, it does. You just have to wait an inordinately long amount of time. It gave me 30 health, 30 gold, and I assume 30 culture. Or is it just land units that give the culture? Should be all right. We'll keep an eye on that. Pillage the greased mill and get 180 culture. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is good. Port, 540 culture. Bam. Communism. We've got it. That's amazing. Let's put proletariat on. Food from specialists. And then science from specialists, which gives us tons of yield. There we go. Our centralism isn't very good. Socialism's okay. But now we're going to go down the Buganda tree so that I can try and give myself this one 50% yields. Let's do it. Why have we suddenly got 2 points? I've got an expansionist point now. Sure. Take a settlement limit, that'd be great. And a scientific point. I don't know what gave me these, but I'm not going to complain. Repeatable science. 5 factories within 20 turns. I can do that. That's okay. That's good. I'm kind of glad that I took so many commanders in now. All right, Lord Poppy Did, can you go and invade in this direction, please? We have units that need healing. And why have I saved up all this gold? Dreadnought gold. That's what we've got now. It's just spare Dreadnought gold. Don't worry about that. I just keep it, lying around from time to time. We're now heading down the logistics tree with all of my admirals because 50% extra raiding. Oh, that's what you want to see. Bravely bold. Sir Robin, is there a pillaging thing here? There is. We'll go down the logistics tree for you as well. Whoa. What's going on here? You're sending random Cossacks to attack me. I don't like that. How about, let me just consider this for a second. We don't. Are we cool with that? Yeah, good. Just checking. Science buildings gain more science. Or projects and cities with a science building. Actually, professional architects is really quite good. That's a very good bonus. Urbanization, extra combat strength. Where was I on this? All right, yes, I remember. Flooding, war support tent. Oh, I'm so ready for every single one of my troops to get upgraded. Attack. Keep attacking. Don't let them win. Excellent. In we go. Even the farms are giving quite a bit of culture. The amount of units we have, Isabella cannot form a defense because I just replace my units so quickly. We've taken 400 strength of hers away, and we've grown in strength since we started this war. It's beautiful. It's exactly what we wanted to see, and we're still getting city-states. It's the funny thing. They're still joining us, so we still have a lot more to join, which means a lot more 3 tech. Don't mind me, though. We'll just keep on gobbling up the culture. All of these urban improvements. Keep on pillaging. And bam! It's taken! The capital is taken. Welcome in, you Matrix Zero. I'm glad that you joined us on this day of dismantling Isabella. What a day. What a day it proved to be. All right, time to do a little bit of island hopping. Morax, off you go. Take some boats with you. A small dreadnought army will be fine. Go mop up the islands, please. Next war being brought in now. It's all right. We don't mind this. Everyone in. Come and take your share of unhappiness. You know you can't resist it. So, that was my first Buganda ability, which apparently gives me culture and food on lakes and navigable rivers. Fine. 50% yields and healing from pillaging. That's what I really would like. And then this one, pillaging grants experience to friendly commanders. Oh, don't tempt me with such disgustingly powerful abilities. Please don't. I can't handle it. I just can't. I mean, look at all this culture. You can just see my bar ticking up and up and up and up. Attack. Oh, there's no greater joy. There really isn't. Why do they get a cultural point? These things keep happening. I keep getting given stuff. And I'm going, sure, if you want to give me that, you're very welcome. But why? I don't know. Wow, there's so many quests. There's mass production. Stolen. Utterly stolen. And the factories are here now. Cool. Okay, I think I still need a few more explorers, but we should start getting factories now. Oh, do I wish for influence or gold? Let's do it. How much are these things? If I was to do stuff like this, oh man, my ability is really cool. Rail station is 3,000. 2,500. Wow, that's expensive. Blimey. I think we're going to have to start building factories, aren't we? Explorers wise. There is another one over here, but it's being gobbled. That's rubbish. Right, Antarctica. Antarctica is the place. That's us, by the way. We're Antarctica. We'll buy another explorer. This is my third. I probably should have 4. They're very expensive. But as you can see, like, we're bringing them back now. Once I've got 4, I think I trust myself to be able to get enough artifacts. Then we'll go for tasty, super beautiful, tasty factories everywhere. In fact, actually, to do this, we're going to need to get some rail stations. So I'll start building those. This is where my production is going to go now. Maybe we'll steal some coal. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Oh, look, Hatshepsut is finally beginning to attack now. Hooray! I have a huge army. You're just going to bounce off me if you try, but I respect it. Oh, is that a commander? You know, I believe it is. Hello there. Right, I'm just going to start attacking you, and we'll get your units to spill out, and then we can do some splash damage, like so. Oh, yeah. Serves you right for trying to have a navy. Don't try and have a navy. Look at that stacking bonus there. I've got plus 28. Plus 28. That's huge. And the splash damage just makes these really, really trivial, these combats. Not that that's a problem. All right, 3 cats is now in, which means we can move my units in to do some pillage. I can't live with your independence. So, you know, time to get destroyed. Oh, this is an actual military city-state. I found it, or it appeared, one of the two. Great, let's work on this. I'm going to throw tons of influence into this one. Another big upgrade for the combat strength of my units if we can pick it up, which would be amazing. Look at these specialists, though. These are getting some pretty wild numbers on them now, which is great. Pillaging now grants experience to commanders. That would be brilliant. We've now got 50% extra yields combined with the mausoleum. Means when we do pillage, we get some big numbers. Move the land ships in. Dreadnoughts continue to fire. Start working on the walls behind the enemy lines. There we go. Now the land ships can push in. And remember, we're just going to be pillaging. Where was I again? Oh yeah, that's right. Island hopping. This is where Isabella will realize that she has now set the game up for my victory. Nimble, this one's yours. Keep advancing. There are many more to find. The funny thing is, Isabella actually did a really good job because she destroyed Bucharest, which was the military city-state that was giving me the combat strength. Unfortunately, I still have the bonus because it doesn't actually remove it from the game. Whoopsie. That's unfortunate for you. Oh well. I'm sure you didn't need that. So that was 7 city-states, which means we have 35 extra culture from this one, and Hermitage gives us a space for the great works, although I don't really need that because we have tons of museums. Still, nice to have. What's on the menu today? A menagerie. Oh, I feel like we really are going into the zoo and eating this one. 800 culture. It said 320. It lied. It lied about that culture. Wow, and now we're gonna gain experience from pillaging as well. How much experience? Not a huge amount, but it is undeniably experience. So we will just continue to pillage. Culture and happiness on quarters adjacent to lakes and navigable rivers. I feel like that's one of those things that's saying it's not giving me anything, but it would do. But I'm pillaging at the moment. We got to go to Hegemony. So let's head this way. Injured units? No problem. Steal everything. Is it not bolted down? Well, in that case, it's completely yours. I just can't see any issue with that at all. There we go. It's mine. Clibban, all yours. Bravely bold Sir Robin. There we go. The 50% extra yield from pillaging. I don't normally get that one, but I think in this instance it would be very fun. Time to upgrade all of my troops with the spoils of war in this city, because I wasn't powerful enough as it was. Where are the purple artifacts? 2 of them. One is there and one is there. Right, you go to that and you head out with your extra movement because I left you parked in a navigable river, and go and grab this. That's cool. Flight will help. Wait, leave us alone. It's just like the odd random units being brought in and out here that I dislike. Stop just zerg rushing me. A pavilion, you say? Watch this culture. Oh, it's like a turn's worth. Ideology boosted. Another major city has been captured from Isabella. Now we've got to go inland, which means the boats aren't going to be as useful anymore. But don't worry, the boats are going to go up north instead. Salt Tech. Again, it's on fire, but it won't be forever. Just trust. Trust me when I say this will be a lovely city eventually. Oh, there's another district in this city. How unusual. How quaint. I guess this actually is a city. Fair enough. The Institute. What is this? Fallout? Dear, oh dear. Mass production is that. I was hoping I wouldn't claim that one, but that's fine. Now we find ourselves back at Bucharest. Again, wish I could liberate that one, but alas, I cannot. So we must keep it for our own. Still better we have it than Isabella. So rail station, rail station, rail station. We're building rail stations. Need to save up some more gold now and start to produce these ourselves. They're about 3,000 gold, which which is expensive. But if I can produce just a few, our factories can get loaded and rocking fast. Pillage. This one's mine as well. It has a fishing key. It counts as connected. Sometimes that's all you truly need in life. We all want to feel connected, you know, to the greater trade network. I love the fact that there are Genevan units here and the AI is just focusing on them because their units don't have any of the combat bonuses, mine do. So mine never get targeted. Konasberg, why would you offer me that? And Kazan, oh my goodness, they fear my armies so badly. Isabella's just like, yeah, I'm not giving you that. But Konasberg, where are you? There, some random island. I'm not going to be taking 3 cities today. I feel a bit wrong doing so without a bit of lore behind it. But still, thank you. I appreciate it. Nationalism. I stole it from a Great Wall of China, which is fairly apt, actually. Come on, let me in. Let me in, Bucharest. Given. Quick dip into mastery of natural history so I can pick up the artifacts there. That looks like a bad flood. Oh, it is, and it's in a city that I can't actually fix right now. Never mind. Oh, Ekeber's back though. There's only one thing broken. Did I only... That was a very small amount of pillaging that went on here. Nice. It would actually be a very good city. I'm going to keep you in mind as a possible city to use. Receive an artifact. I could use another one. Flight boosted. Someone was discovered spying on me. How's my spying going? We still doing that? Yeah, we are. We should get that pretty soon. Although admittedly, her yields are not good. Thing about being at war with everyone on the game at the same time is that we have choices as to where we attack. My settlement limit is surviving at the moment. We're on to 23, but the limit's 27, so we haven't even gone over yet. Corona Civica, that memento showing its full value at the moment. Natural history, done. Globalism now. I mean, we're powering through the culture tree so quickly with this pillaging. I didn't really think it would be this effective. I'm not entirely convinced that it's better than some of the other civ options. Certainly it is giving more yields than maybe I thought it would. It's holding its own. Every time you overbuild, remember you can claim artifacts. Always do this. Artifacts are a bit of a pain to get sometimes. You can see I've only got 4 in time. In time we'll get more. Another celebration. Do we ever stop celebrating? I don't know. This is a big pillage. 240 science, 240 culture. No, 600 science and 600 culture. The numbers lie. They're greater than you would ever expect them to be. Another island taken. Keep adding them to the numbers. Keep on pushing out. So there are always more dreadnoughts. Always more reinforcements to hit the next settlement. And of course, amphibious attacks are what we do best. One more taken. Is that all of them? No, we done it. No, we haven't. Okay, I was going to say 16. We need 2 more. Conveniently, I have space for 2 more cities. Look at that. It's like I intended it. Hint, I did not. It was a total fluke. Where are the yellow continent artifacts? One there, one there. Okay, cool. We can get these. Another city-state was destroyed. They're all dying. It doesn't matter. We're gaining what we want to. Actually, speaking of gaining what we want to, we want a 3 tech of radio. I believe it should give it to me. I shouldn't need to manipulate this one at all. Museum construction speed. There we go. Yes. It's been a beautifully large amount of city-states on this map. Let's check and see if I've missed any more. This one I'm working on. And this one I'm working on. Okay, 4 and 3 turns. So that is 2 more techs that I can claim. If we pick up the mastery of radio first, it'll give us mobilization and then we might be able to manipulate it into aerodynamics as well. Probably not, but we'll have a try. More islands. It's fine, don't worry. You've joined a magnificent empire. It's a really good one. So I can start repairing stuff now. How much is a full repair of Unimatrix 0? 1,800. You know what? I'm going to wait. I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, 20 points was fairly easy to get in the end. So that's peace with everybody. And we just have a quick look. We haven't even started the economic tree nor the science, but at least now I can do the beautiful thing. Building some trade routes and putting my army to sleep just for a bit. Just for a little bit, please. Please sleep. 3,600 gold for the factory, by the way. Okay, first one has been bought. Start putting in some actual factory resources now. I think we'll start with chocolate. Why not? Actually, I like coffee. Get the buildings done faster as I build other stuff. Okay, cool. Now the aerodrome. We'll buy a port there. Start getting these beautiful points. There will be a lot of this, by the way. Pause. I don't want to hear from you. Not for a while. At least we're still picking up artifacts. Okay, perfect. We've got 1 explorer heading over to this one. Now head over here, please. Thank you. 28 settlements, 28 limit. It's all good. Hegemony, 9 turns away. Keep digging. There's always more to dig for. 2 culture. That gives me 6% extra culture per turn. A small amount, still very welcome indeed. Oh, it's good good when the war stops and you can just start immediately pressing skip, 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 skip. Just send me to the end of the game. Power me to the good skills. Always a good time to start picking up gold. And with it, improving trade relations. Haha. Oh, that's unfortunate for you. You're going to have trade with me forever now. More gold here, more gold there, more gold here. Yeah, this makes a huge difference to the cost of buying things. 2,300. It's so much cheaper. Yes, I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll get 4 sources of chocolate, which is 12% extra happiness for basically endless celebrations. I see now Isabella joins another government. Why did she wait? That's what I don't know. I would have had to have taken so many less of her settlements if she'd just committed earlier. I'm just pointing that out. Transoceanic flight. I reckon 7 turns, okay. More artifacts. Even more artifacts. And a scientific attribute point. Sure. I'll take that extra science, thank you. If I ally myself with you, am I going to get called into just like tons of wars? Yeah, no, that's not happening. Sorry, I apologize. We're going to keep things informal. We're actually generating railroad points now, though. Hey, that's good. That makes me feel better about this all. Ekabah, you need a port. Without a port, how on earth would you expect to have a factory? Dear oh dear. Come now, think about it. Think about it logically. Use your brain. Do I want more cavalry units or culture? I mean, clearly I want culture. Cavalry. Honestly, who even needs Henry cavalry? That's what I ask. Now to pick up Nakograd, and then we're going to socialism. Yeah, I know socialism is unlocked after communism. I find that funny too. It's all very strange, but what can you do? We embrace the randomness of this game in any way we can. But our explorers can now unlock extra artifacts on the continent, which is really good. So the last 8 we should find really easy to get, especially because each time you unlock the antiquity artifacts, you then get an artifact now, as long as you're the first to it. So that's awesome. Himiko's just gone democratic, by the way, so she's not going to like me. Wow, look at that for specialists. That is 23 yield on a single specialist. Ho, ho, ho. Don't mind if I do. There's the factory. Ekabah is, I mean, look at this, is just ready for goods. So let's put in a ton of cotton. The most cotton we've ever seen. Ever. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Finally getting around to fixing everything, by the way. Look, why did I say that? Why did I say I was fixing everything? That's my fault. That's on me. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, here we go. Repair all. Ta-da! It's wonderful again. Repair all again. There's a lot of rail stations here, which are very nice. Will help me put more factories down. Nice and easy. +1 artifact. Why did I get that? Hang on. I fixed a building and that counted as me getting an artifact. That's weird, but okay. That one's a big... Don't think about it too hard, you know? Fine. Anyway, more science and more food. I'll take both of those. We're actually getting railroad points. Oh, thank goodness it's starting to happen. But yes, the editing is doing a fantastic amount of legwork in this playthrough. Let me tell you, we are burning through turns now. Stopping every now and then to build more factories. Making sure we always build over things if we can. Because sometimes you get artifacts. Haha! And then you can display your tea, just as the game intended. Right, that is the sound barrier broken, the first project. Can't do the next one yet, but we could build Manhattan or +20 relationship with everybody. That would be really funny to do. So we're going to do that quickly. Just realized Dr. Bobby's on 900 food. Where did that all come from? Blimey. +70% from resources. Okay, that might explain it a little bit. Don't complain. Build Battersea instead. That should be on a t-shirt. Don't complain. Build Battersea. So, okay, this is just random ramblings from somebody who's filming the late game and is getting a bit distracted, but Battersea Power Station was obviously a big old power station in Victorian Britain. But did you also know in the present day, Battersea has become home to one of the most famous cats and dogs rescue homes in Britain, Battersea Rescue, and it is the cutest place ever. I was sort of a little bit upset, just a little bit upset that they've gone Battersea Power Station gives you an extra boat rather than just spawning in a rescue dog, you know, on every scout you build or something. Just every scout from that point onwards has a fleet of dogs regardless of what you want to do with them. That would be so much more interesting. I would love that so much more. Ah, alas, what can you do? We are just big. Our artifacts are everywhere. When you have this many cities, you just seem to dig them up literally every time you touch the ground. Like, I didn't even want one then. It's like, oh, why don't you have one? I'm thinking, okay, cool. If you insist, I will have one, but I didn't need it. There's that, and there's that. Okay, all of our factory resources are now deployed. 0, 0, 0, 0. So we've got a few other places that we can pick up national artifacts from. Either we discover a new continent, which will give us one, or we go to the national wonder. I think the quickest thing to do would be just to explore and find some more. So do we have any museums on the Yellow Quarter? Where do we go on this one? Oh, clearly not. Let's go here instead. Go and find another artifact for me. Thank you. We have socialism, which means we have production towards building projects now. Done. Pop it in. You know what I've actually never noticed about Spy Project? Infiltrate enemy positions. Your siege units will use their bombard combat strength against all units. Wow. I really want to play a Russia run now with their splash damage siege weapons and then also have that. That's really cool. Have I never noticed that before? Huh. How interesting. Aerodynamics. Break the sound barrier is now available, which is just lovely. So let's finish this wonder and then break the sound barrier whilst we work on an 8-turn rocketry. I could have beaten the game, by the way, way earlier. I'm just rocking the points up. If you hadn't noticed, I need me some experience. I know I'm one of those really weird people that is actually, you know, genuinely getting the experience because I find it fun. More artifacts. I'm just building over everything. I can't help it. It's a nightmare for the local planning authorities. Every time I touch the ground, it's like, oh, you found something new. It's like, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to find something. I can't help but stumble across a Roman artifact every time I open up the floorboards of my basement. I promise, it's a bad thing. This is 20 diplomatic relationship status with everyone in the game, so it just buys me maybe a turn extra, maybe 1 turn before they declare war on me, possibly. No, all of these people are still hostile. Never mind. It does nothing. I should have played Nepal. I should be just giving Sherpas to everyone. Ah, you're angry with me, are you? Have a Sherpa. You have a Sherpa. Okay. So we will get 1 artifact by finding all of the ancient artifacts on this continent, and there's 4 of them. There's so many in the late stages of the game. That's brilliant. I don't think we need many more now. More railroad tycoon. Big explosion from a volcano. Bigger explosion from a creepy glowing green box that's definitely not ticking away in the corner of my empire. No. Look instead at the pretty mountains that are green and glowing in the morning light, and not at this very curiously shaped building, which is also green and glowing in the night. Actually, you know what? I think that's been put in the mountain. I'm gonna have to, hang on. Can I see that? Yeah, look, actually, that's genuinely quite interesting. Look at this. It's actually put it in the mountain. That's quite secure. Fair play, game. Fair play. Oh, by the way, I have a nuke now. So, you know, if anyone tries to get on my bad side, the nuke may or may not appear. Other unwelcome revelation is the last 2 city-states that I suzerained didn't give me a 3 tech, because they both counted as city-states that all of the 5 bonuses have been taken for, so I just didn't get anything, which I think is a bit unfair. We'll just be moody and complain. Battersea Power Station, the home of the cats and dogs in modern Britain. Yes, they live, every chimney has a single dog. It's beautiful. Stop it. Why are you the only thing I can build? No, I refuse. No, don't make me. There we go, 15 artifacts. Apparently that was Buganda's path. Nice. So Railroad Tycoon is just quickly doing that. Space Race is underway. So far, so good. Oh, look, I stole a fraction of the science that I need to do anything. Yeah, I think I may be a little bit ahead of everyone here now. Oh, thank goodness someone built it. Oh, stop looking at it in my build queue now. Staring at me, haunting me. Ugh. Obtain 1 of every modern luxury good. Okay, how do I tell which one I haven't got? Is there an easy way of saying which one I haven't got? What even is a luxury good? I don't know. What a random quest. Okay, cool. I guess I'll just make some more merchants and then hope that we can find it. I feel like, again, that's one where a little bit more information would be needed, but we'll stumble into it. It'll be fine. Space Race. Eiffel Tower is now finished amongst the smoking factories of the world. Lovely stuff. And we have now gone supersonic. So, launch pad 1200. It's cheap, and it goes, and then let's go straight to launch satellite. I think by the time that that's finished, yeah, we'll have all of the points we need, so we can kind of of make up the victory after that point. Dr. Bobby? 12-turn World's Fair. About you, 12 turns as well? Yeah, let's just get it built. 9 turns, perfect. I guess feature tech now. Get ourselves the wild card point. So I just made Ekabet into a city because it's the only one on this continent, and all of these towns are now going into it. And we're on 1,943 food. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that other than, yeah, it's fun. And I'm just gonna make it worse. Build me a grocer. Yeah, did I just see that right? 1,999.1. The 0.1 is very important in that food. Yeah, really important. That's an insane city. Wow. Fair play. Fair play. Well, what do you reckon the other luxury is? I mean, it could be anything. It could be absolutely anything. I don't know what it is. Let's just go from the top, work down, see what we can do. And bam. It wasn't that. What about this one? Nope. There's Railroad Tycoon. Haha, we can build a mountain resort now as well. Nice. The Great Banker. You know what? Go on then. Off you pop. We're not going to do that in time. And by the way, the modern bridges have exactly the same glitch as all of the other bridges, just in case you were curious. Yep, it's rather silly. Actually, Ekaba, you might have quite a few spaces to put bridges down. Let me just check. Yeah, hang on. Hang on. Let's put one down. These do have a happiness cost, but I mean, it's obviously worth it. Let me just quickly do this. And then another one. That's the fourth. Oh no, the game gets so laggy when you do this. We'll come back here next turn. They're on 42 gold at the moment. What's that? You want more bridges? Oh, I never thought you'd ask. And each one has 55 gold. Yay. Actually, no, that one has 74 gold. Okay. Yeah. 81 gold on a tile. That's just delightful. I love bridges. They're so broken. They shouldn't do this, but they do. And it makes me very happy to see it go down. Each one is worth like 60 or 70 gold for me. It's great. Space race. It's a space race. It's the happiest that you can be. Okay, we've got all of the points. That is now 37 in total. How many turns have we got? 4 turns. How about you and I, dear audience, we just sit back and we relax together by making bridges until the end of the game. How does that sound? Does that sound fun? It sounds fun to me. I need to do just like a bridge run at some point. That would be really funny. Just nothing but bridge. How much does this even cost? Like, not much at all. All right, banker, you can go to the next place. I shall let you grow up and be old. Future tag. What do I do? What do you reckon? This. Just keep pressing that button until something happens. How much does this one cost? Still like 3,000. All right. The same. Lots more gold on the endless bridges. More over here as well. So many. Oh, about 4,000 gold now. In the end, when you think about it, everything was peaceful, right down to the fact that everybody who didn't think I was peaceful is now 6 foot under the ground. Truly the most peaceful of timelines. The world that Ursa really meant for us to live in. Excellent. Don't worry about that at all. 4,000 gold, over 2,000 culture and science. We had 8,800 influence just in the bank. To be honest with you, this build was mainly about the Antiquity Age, but my goodness, it catapulted us through. Huzzah! 1 point we missed out on all run. A single point, and it will haunt me. I believe it was a science point at the beginning. Yep, so it was. The clean sweep, however, we've taken Hatshepsut in a single game from level 1 to level 7. If I hadn't have missed that last one, we'd be level 8, but never mind. And I gained a ton of extra foundation XP. What a run. Hatshepsut, a lot of fun. I think the wonder percentage is decent. Whether or not it's as strong as some of the other abilities, I don't know, but she's certainly a lot of fun to play with at the beginning of the game, especially combined with Egypt. Songhai, way more powerful than I thought it would be. Buganda, not the best, but a lot of fun. I enjoyed. Did you enjoy? Did you like the video? Did you put a comment on the video expressing which of your favorite crisps you would recommend to me? I like crisps. Please let me know. If you're from some strange country and there's a type of crisp that you like, please comment. It will make my afternoon and I will smile when I read them. Thank you very much. Until then, go about your day magnificently and ferociously, and I shall see you in the next video. Joe, goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Clibben Ferdas, Poppy Dude, Vernickerman, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Toon General, Capo Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Radiatore, Debo91, Mushkin Mandeltort, Pete, Dan Jamo, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Teddy's Ursa, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovawoo, Legally Trash, Sorted Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Bob Tway, Abstract Fun, Slither Alley, JP Genius, Arctic Fox, Eggshark, Bookaluk79. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!